like to talk about probably one of the most important things there is in photography today, and that's depth of field. It's how to get something in focus. Now you'll notice right now that Robin's has placed, and Robin's behind the camera. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
Robin's placed her depth of field precisely where she wants it, which is over me. And you'll notice that this shallow depth of field that she's dialed in has given her a nice, beautiful, blurry background behind me. Now I'm going to ask Robin how she pulled that off. Robin, what size aperture are you using right now?
2.5.
Now 2.5, as you know, is a really large aperture. This lets a lot of light in. And what that does is it'll blur the background, especially coupled with how close her focus plane is right now to her camera. Now, if she'd like to gain more depth, there's two ways she could do it. She could focus back there, but then again, that would leave me blurry. Or she could change her aperture. She could make it smaller to take away light. So this is a pretty easy thing. Robin, I'm going to ask her, Robin, would you go ahead and start shrinking that hole and send it down to something like f16? So Robin now takes her aperture to f16, and as you can see, it's getting darker and darker with each click of the aperture that she makes. And until probably the scene's really, really dark. So, because of how the laws of reciprocity work, to add that light back in, she simply slows her shutter speed up. You see, catch this? As Robin shrank the hole to make things more in focus, she needs to add light through the shutter to bring it back up to where we can see it. And that's the key to depth of field. It's pretty simple. Choose the aperture that gives you the depth of field you want. Either you want a lot of it, or you want a little of it. Robin, go ahead. Open that aperture back up now from f16 back to f2.5. And now Robin starts opening that hole back up. You see it gets really bright. And of course, then to take away the light she just added, which the light equals confusion or blur, she now makes it lit. Well, as you can see, she now brings it back to normal, back to what we expect, and back to something that looks really nice. And poof, blurry background. And that shows you the very first option, the very first choice you ever make is the aperture size, because it's from this that everything else stems. Thanks, gang. Stay in focus.